Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Bear with me 1 second. We got a lot to speak about today, people, man. We got a lot to speak about today. I'll tell you that right now. Let me just fix the lighting, then we'll get into this, man. We've had a lot of rumors come out. And to be honest, a lot of things that I'm not too happy about. A lot of things that I'm not too happy about. Especially in terms of transfer business. Now, where to start? So I wake up and I see throughout the day, I was on social media just watching a few things about boxing news and stuff like that. Just kind of taking a break. I've been taking a break away from Arsenal, to be honest, because I thought it was a well-needed break, man. I think the international break came at the right time. I was like, yeah, it's well-needed, man. It's nice not to be stressing about Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? I said, yeah, it's nice. It's nice not to be stressing about Arsenal. It's nice not having to think about Arsenal for a little bit. So the international break was definitely, it was a welcome break. Now, I see in the news today, I've seen all these things about Gyökeres for Sweden, and he scored another 4 goals, I believe. And it was him and Isak playing up front. So they had a 2 up top system. I think it was the first time that Sweden's played with 2 up front. They played with Isak and Gyökeres up front. Gyökeres scored 4 times and Isak didn't even score. And now, this isn't me saying Gyökeres is better than Isak or any of this, but guys, at this point, like, I know people are saying, oh, he's scoring in the Portuguese league, he's scoring against this and that. It was only 1 game against City. It was only... Bro, at this point, yeah, at what stage are we going to look at this guy and say, yo, he's just scoring, bro? There's no other striker out there right now in world football who is constantly scoring 4 goals, hat-trick, 4 goals, hat-trick. Like, this guy is a goal machine right now, bro. Yak, what's going on, bro? This guy is a goal machine right now. And if we're lacking one thing at Arsenal, if we're lacking one thing at Arsenal, then it's a goal machine like that. So that brings me on to the point. Well, the title of the video is Arsenal have been linked to Arda Guler on loan. Now, apparently they want to repeat the same thing that happened with Martin Odegaard, and they want to do the same thing with Arda Güler. Yak says, I am from Turkey. Arda is so unhappy in Madrid. Yeah, I know. I've heard that. And where I stand with this, right, is I feel like priorities are all wrong, man. The reason I say that is because Arda Güler is undoubtedly, no one can deny his talent. No one can deny that his potential is very, very high. Like, he's a very, very technically gifted footballer who could make it to the top. And no one's denying that. And he's still very young. But for me, how I'm looking at it is Arsenal, surely your priority in the January transfer window cannot be going and getting Arda Güler on loan. Surely that is not your priority. When you're seeing the likes of Gyökeres and what he's doing, scoring 4 goals every game, scoring a hat-trick every game with an 80 million release clause, surely your priority is to go and get a striker. Now, even if it's not Gyökeres, even if the club feels like they don't want to pay the money for Gyökeres, or they don't want to get Gyökeres, at least get a forward At least get me a Marmoush. At least try to get me someone else. Like, don't sit there and... So if you order Guler, for example, I'm fine with that. Arda Guler, I'm happy with that, yeah? But as long as you get me Arda Guler, because I'm a fan of Guler, but as long as you get me Guler and a striker. So if you get me Gyökeres or Marmoush and Guler, then I'm looking at it saying, you know what? That's a really good window. If you just sit there and get me Arda Guler on loan, that's not going to benefit us in the long run. That's not going to benefit us now pushing for this title. Like, how are we going to... What? Martin Odegaard's playing there anyway. Ethan Nwaneri's next up for us anyway. In terms of youth, like in terms of promoting someone young. Ethan's the next up anyway. So it's like, Arda Güler is nice if you get your priority. If we were top of the league, flying high right now, and everyone's banging in goals, Kai Havertz is banging in goal after goal every single game, and we're just flying, then I will say, okay, get me an Arda Güler. I'm happy with that because it's a little something on top of what you're already doing. But right now we're struggling. So we're in a position where we're struggling right now. So you bringing Arda Güler on loan is a bit of a slap in the face to the fans if that's all you do. Because we all know, we can all see what the problem is here. We can all see where we need to address in the January transfer window. And it's definitely not getting a loan player in Martin Odegaard's position as potential. That's definitely not it. That is by far not what we're supposed to be doing right now. So, I mean, the clubs come out and there's been links with Kolo Muani. And Kolo Muani, for me, by the way, oh my God, I don't know if you guys know about Yaya Sanogo. This guy is just so bad. Kolo Muani is so bad. Mate, we're better off sticking with Havertz up front than Kolo Muani, I'm telling you now. If we go and buy Kolo Muani, we've downgraded. We've actually got worse. Like, Kai Havertz up front is better than Kolo Muani. I promise you that. I promise you. If we buy Kolo Muani and we play him up front, after 5-10 games, people are going to want Kai Havertz back up front. That's a fact, bro. Kai Havertz is a way better player than Kolo Muani will ever be. Kolo Muani is shocking. And that says a lot because Kai Havertz isn't good enough. Kai Havertz isn't enough. So what makes you think bringing in Kolo Muani is going to do anything? The links, I'll be honest, guys, the links that Arsenal are, the players we're being linked to right now is really uninspiring. From what I'm seeing, there's like what the fans want, and then there's what the club is being linked to. And the names that we're being linked to are honestly like... honestly, I wouldn't, like, especially knowing Arsenal, yeah. Bro, don't be surprised if we get like a Arda Güler on loan with no option to buy, by the way. So we'll improve him for 6 months and give him back to Real Madrid, a way better player. And then we get like a Kolo Muani. And the club tries to dress it up as, oh, he's a French international. Do you know what I mean? He's a French international. He's had this many caps for France. And really and truly, this guy's washed, bro. He's some Yaya Sanogo. Like, I don't want some dead bro. He's worse than Havertz. What's the point in signing that guy? There's no point in signing Kolo Muani, bro. Why don't you just put down the money and go get Gyökeres, go get Marmoush, go get a forward out there that we know comes into the team and instantly improves the team, instantly makes us a bigger threat. Now I'll take Arda Güler if there's a buy option. If there's no buy option on Güler, I'm not taking him, bro. I'm not taking Arda Güler on loan just to, like, do you know what I mean? Just to improve the player and then give him back to Real Madrid. Like, what are we, some sort of dickheads, bro? Why are we improving Arda Güler just for them to take him back? Like, let's not do that, bro. If we're gonna get Güler, we need to get him on loan with an option to buy him improve him, see what he can do, and then that's it. Trigger that option to buy him if he does well. Yo, what's going on? So yeah, man, for me, Arda Guler, if it's an additional purchase to a Gyökeres, like I said, or a Marmoush, I'm happy with it. If not, forget about it, bro. Forget about it. Don't even bother. Because Kolo Muani and players like that, I'm not trying to hear it. I don't know about you guys, what you guys think of Kolo Muani as a striking option, but for me, I think he's worse than Havertz. Personally, from what I've seen of him, I genuinely believe this guy is worse than Havertz. I've not seen anything to suggest to me that Kolo Muani can fire us to a league title. Nothing whatsoever, ever. Not for France. This guy played for PSG, who by far are the best team in France, and he's struggled to get 10 goals, bro. Playing for Paris Saint-Germain in France, who are the best team in France. And he's struggling to get 10 goals in, what, 30 appearances? Like, that guy is not good. So he is definitely not good enough for Arsenal, I'll tell you that much. Yaya says, bro, I went to the gym for 1 hour and 20 minutes and my arms are hurting a bit. You got to do it, bro. You got to grind. The grind don't stop. Now, other links that I've been seeing is that we're linked to... Is it the... Let me just double check his name so I don't mess up the guy's name here. I know he's a sporting director. Obviously, in replace of trying to replace Edu. Is it Luis Campos? Is that his name? Campos? I think that's how you say it. Anyway, to be honest with you, I don't really know. Like, when it comes to these sporting directors, I don't really know too much about them. I mean, does it, as long as this guy has got experience in terms of he's got links and he can attract, I don't know, the big names or whatever, as long as he's not going to be a yes man to Arteta and he's got some form of experience and pedigree around him, then I'm all fine with that. Yeah, in a bit, bro. Appreciate you, man, every single time. So as long as he's got some sort of experience and background and he's not just going to come in and be a yes man to Arteta, then I'm happy with that. Personally, I'm more than happy with that. If it's going to be someone who's just going to come in like Per Mertesacker or Rosicki or someone like that, who's just going to come in and yes boss, whatever the manager says, yes boss. If it's going to be, that's going to be the case, then I don't want him. I don't want him anywhere near Arsenal, because the last thing that we need right now is more yes men around Arteta. He's already got enough power. He's already got enough yes men. Yeah, we need a sporting director who knows what the hell he's doing. We need a sporting director who's got experience, who's got links, who can draw players out from different nations and different leagues, and get the right type of profiles that we need in the team, and do the business quick. Not take do you know what I mean? Take 6 weeks to get a deal over the line and kill off half of the transfer window when we've got so much business to do, which is what Edu done, by the way. So yeah, I feel like in terms of the sporting director, I'm not one of them people that comes on the camera and tries to pretend that I know, oh, Luis Campos, I know this, I know that. I don't know none of that shit. All I'm just a fan of Arsenal. I watch Arsenal. I go to the games. I do watch alongs, and I speak my mind on Arsenal. I don't sit here and watch flipping Luis Campos. What the hell he's doing, I don't know. But from what I've heard, is that the guy is decent. The guy's got experience. The guy's got some sort of pedigree. He's not a yes man. I'm fine with that, bro. If that's going to be the case, then bring him in. I just don't want a Per Mertesacker or Thomas Rosicki, which were the links that we were seeing, because I know what's going to happen if they come in. It's jobs for the boys. It's jobs for the boys, and it's friends and all of that kind of stuff. Mikel's just bringing in his friends. Now, if you ask me, What would be my perfect, since we're on the subject of transfers, and I want to know what you guys think as well. Let me know if you think we should get Kolo Muani. If you think Kolo Muani is good and you disagree with me. And let me know if you think he's trash and you agree with me. For me personally, January, I know what the excuse is gonna be. I know they're gonna say it's hard to do business in January. We always go, we're like Arsenal is like going in a roundabout. And it's been the case for so long now. Like in the summer, we don't sign anyone of significance. And then it will be like, get to January. Oh, we'll buy someone in January. It's fine. We'll get someone in January. It gets to January. They're like, oh, it's hard to do business in January. We'll do it in the summer. Then it's, oh, we got a war chest. We got a war chest. We're going to spend this much and that much. Then it gets to the summer. Oh, don't worry about it. We're all right. We'll get a little free transfer from Chelsea or something like that. Bro, it's just this toxic roundabout. For me, in January, what we need is obvious. We need a goal scorer. We need a forward. We need a striker. We need some sort of inside forward from the wing who can help out Saka, maybe on the left-hand side, because Martinelli's been stinking out the place for how long now? For over a year. So maybe we need that left-hand side forward, an inside forward who can contribute goals as well from Martinelli's side. And a forward up front who in case Havertz ain't there, can contribute, or some games Havertz plays, he plays, rotation, helps the squad, common sense, and then we move forward, innit? Like, I feel like it's so obvious, it's just staring you in the face. Like, the things that we need are so obvious that it's almost embarrassing, the fact that the higher people at the club, the management, the coaches, the sporting director, these people couldn't see the issues. Like, for me, it's very simple. If you want a good January, forget names. I'm not naming names, yeah? I'm not holding on to a, do you know how most people are holding on to a get me Gyökeres, or that's it. Like, get me Gyökeres. Everyone knows Gyökeres is a gunman. Everyone knows Gyökeres is fucking sick, bro. And everyone's gonna go for him. Everyone knows that already. It's the common sense thing. Everyone knows that, yeah. But for me, get an upgrade on Havertz. That's my thing. I'm not holding on to it has to be Gyökeres. Oh, I'm happy with Marmoush, bro. Get me Marmoush. He's killing it. He's a gunman up front as well, bro. Yes, he's not doing what Gyökeres is doing, and he's not putting in 4 or 3 a game. But what Gyökeres is doing right now is alien, bro. That's not normal. This guy's scoring 4 every single game, 3 every single game. That's not normal. So, but you can still upgrade on Havertz. Just because it's not Gyökeres doesn't mean that you've got an excuse not to spend money and to go and get us someone who can do a job. That's where I stand. Of course, in an ideal world, you'll go and slap 80 million down and get Victor Gyökeres in an ideal world. But just because you feel like that deal doesn't happen, that's not an excuse to not go and spend 50, 60 million on another forward. And if you feel like you can't get a Gyökeres and you can't get a Marmoush and you can't get a forward that is better than Kai Havertz in January, go and get an inside forward from the left-hand side. At least we can get goals that way, and long term, he'll replace Martinelli. Because Trossard is stinking out the place right now, and he got injured as well. Martinelli has been stinking out the place for about a year and a half now. The only goals we get from the wings comes from Saka. It doesn't come from anyone else. Let's just be honest, bro. Even when Reece Nelson was here, he wasn't really scoring and contributing like that. Trossard, yeah, towards the back end, but he's a 12th man. He's not a starter. He never does well when he starts. Martinelli, I don't know, bro. He had one season where he hit 15, 12 goals or something like that. Other than that, he's been trash. Let's just be honest, he's been trash. We don't like to criticize our players. A lot of the fan base don't like to criticize the players, but Martinelli has been trash. He has been awful. If Martinelli played for another club and he wasn't an Arsenal player, we would all be crucifying this guy, bro. He has done nothing for a year and a half. But people just give it a blight. Oh, he runs about. He runs and he what do you mean he runs, bro? He's shit. That's the reality. He's been shit. He's been underperforming. Go and get us someone on that left-hand side who can contribute, who can get goals, who can get assists, who can help out on the left-hand side. Imagine, just imagine, yeah? Just imagine for 1 second, we had a Kudos, Saka, Gyökeres. Imagine if that's your front three with Martin Odegaard behind them. Kudos, Saka, Gyökeres, or Kudos, Saka, Isak, or Kudos, Saka, Marmoush. You can, bro, we can improve on this front line so much. Like, people don't understand how bad our front line is. Our attack is stinky, bro. Barring Saka, that front three is dead. It's dead. I'm sorry. And Kolo Muani, like I said, if this guy goes and brings Kolo Muani, you're going to see me do a stream straight up. The minute that guy is announced, bro, I'm doing a stream. I'm doing a stream, bro. And I will tell you lot, the day that he signs on that line, I promise you, bro, I promise you, you'll come back to that video. That guy is dead. He is dead. Kolo Muani is washed, bro. That guy is rubbed out, fam. I've never seen this guy play good. Never. Not for France, not for PSG, not anywhere, bro. Kolo Muani is not it. He's not the answer. And those are the strongest links that I'm seeing. So if this club in January doesn't strengthen where needed and correctly, then you can kiss goodbye to that title, bro. That title is never, ever, ever reaching the Emirates, bro. Simple as that, man. That's just the reality of the situation. Because then your attention needs to turn from Arteta to the ownership again. Because what are these guys playing at, bro? I'm seeing that they're talking about... We can actually move on to this now because it segues nicely into this other topic that I wanted to talk about. I've seen rumors that they want to expand the Emirates by 20,000 seats or something like that. They want to spend 500 million on expanding the Emirates, bro. Just look at where, just let that sink in. Look at where the club is in terms of on the pitch. I'm talking about. Look at where we are in terms of on the pitch. Yeah. So we're competing we're trying to win a title, right? Instead of our owners, and just really analyze this like deep this year. So we're trying to win a title, and instead of our owners sitting there and saying, you know what, Arteta, we're going to give you this much in January. Go and get the forward. Go and get the striker. Go and get the left winger, inside forward. Whatever you want to get, just get it so that we can win the league. Instead of that, these men are sitting there talking about they're going to expand the stadium by 20,000. I've seen this before, bro. I've seen this before. I'm telling you. When we moved from Highbury to the Emirates, we started losing our best players. Yeah. There was an excuse every single window. Oh, we can't spend because we moved stadium. We have to pay off the stadium. And this is going to be the same. This is going to be, oh, we can't spend because we spent 500 million on expanding the Emirates. And let's keep it a buck, bro. Them 20,000 extra seats, the maximum that will be given to match-going fans will be about 10,000. Half, 50%. Because out of them 20,000 seats, half of them are going to go to corporate. We're still going to be sitting there on a ballot system like idiots, bro. And then when the window comes, they're going to say we can't spend money because we've spent 500 million expanding the Emirates. And that's going to be the excuse. And our fans are going to buy it. And that is why these owners are con artists, bro, and they're scammers and frauds, bro. Because I don't know how the hell they've managed to fool this fan base, bro, into believing this rubbish, bro, that they're coming out with year on, year out. Because it's obvious what the club needs. It's obvious what the team needs. So in terms of that stadium business, miss me with that, bro. We don't need no. Right now, that's not the priority. And like I said, when it came to the Arda Guler links, like I said, get your priorities straight, Arsenal. Arsenal, get your priorities straight. Okay, get them straight. When it comes to the transfer market, purchase what's necessary to the adequate quality. Yeah? Do that. Don't worry about stadium right now. Don't worry about expanding a stadium by 20,000. Right now, it's not that deep, bro. The Emirates can stay how it is till the end of the season as long as we've got a Premier League in there. As long as we've got some silverware in there. Don't worry about 20,000 seats, mate. Worry about getting us some silverware. I'm sure the fans will appreciate that a Premier League or a Champions League or an FA Cup or some shit more than they'll appreciate 20,000 seats, which 10,000 of them are going to corporate, which you can't even see. So really and truly, instead of focusing on expanding the Emirates, why don't you focus on signing us a striker or a left winger? What the hell are you spending 500 million on extra 20,000 seats? If you've got 500 million, go and get me Gyökeres, bro. Go and get me Marmoush. Go and get me Kudus. You got 500 million, right? You're sitting there on 500 million trying to expand the Emirates. Forget that, bro. Go and get a striker. Go and get a left winger. Go and get something that we need in order to win silverware, bro. The priorities at this club are all wrong, bro. They're all wrong. Like I said, even with the Arda Güler stuff, the priorities are messed up. They're messed up, bro. We have our priorities back to front right now. Our priorities are all over the place, mate. You can't be telling me you look at this team and tell me you want to run a project with Arda Güler for 6 months. As opposed to, let me go and get Gyökeres, or let me go and get Marmoush, or let me go get a striker. That's serious. Instead of that, you're telling me, you look at this team and say, boy, Arda Güler on loan for 6 months, another project Odegaard, and that's it. We're happy with that. Expand the stadium by 20,000. Let's drop 500 million on that. Sell a bunch of PR to the fans. And use that as an excuse in every single transfer window for the next 5 years. We can't spend money because we expanded the Emirates. We can't spend money. We spent 500 million on them 20,000 extra seats. We can't spend money. That's what they're going to do. We all know that's what they're going to do because they've done that before. They've got a track record of this shit. The Cronkies have a track record of this. They done this when we left Highbury and came to the Emirates. They done this. We've seen that excuse. They've used that excuse. They will use it again. Because the supporters eat it up and eat it up and eat it up so much every single time they make excuses after excuses. And what happened last time is we lost our best players. What will happen this time? We'll lose our best players. We'll lose Saliba. We'll lose Odegaard. We'll lose Saka. We'll lose Gabriel. We will lose these players, bro. Don't think these players are just going to stay here just for the sake of it. Nah, mate. It don't work like that. If you're not winning trophies and you're not ambitious, the best players are not going to want to play for you. They're going on international duty, talking to their colleagues and their friends who play for Real Madrid and they play for Barcelona and they play for all these different teams that are winning trophies, winning Champions Leagues, winning leagues. They're going to want a piece of that. They're going to say, hold on, I want a piece of that. I wanna win Champions League. I wanna win La Liga. I wanna win Bundesliga. I wanna win Super Cup. I wanna win Club World Cup. I wanna win all of these. We don't even know what them competitions feel like to play in at Arsenal. We've never played in a Super Cup. We've never played in a Club World Cup. We've never done that. That's new territory, bro. I don't even know what them trophies look like, bro. I don't even know what the hell the Super Cup looks like. We don't know. We ain't been there. We ain't been invited to that party, bro. We never been invited to that party. And these players will have enough. They will get fed up. So you go and expand the stadium by 20,000 seats, spend 500 million, spin that excuse on the supporters, and then let's see what we win. And let's see where that gets us. This is the problem I have with Arsenal, man. And this is why I prefer not to do transfer news like streams and all these things. I don't really like doing them, because the more I think about all these things that we're doing in the transfer market, the more it pisses me off. And during this international break, I've had a beautiful time. Proper peaceful as well. Not having to worry about Arsenal. Not having to stress about Arsenal. Not having to think what our next game, this and that. Mate, I've been chilling. Now we're back into football. I thought, let me just make a quick one talking about this, because it is everywhere. This Arda Guler stuff, and it is everywhere about the Sporting Director, and it is everywhere about the 20,000 expanded seats and this and that. So I said, let me let you guys know my thoughts on it and stuff. But being perfectly honest, bro, I don't think these owners are serious, man. If you want me to just put it I'll just keep it honest with you guys, man. I don't think these owners are serious at all. I don't think they want to win. I don't think they have no ambition of winning. Like, I think if you said to Cronkies, are you gonna get Jokeres? They'll say, who's that? I genuinely don't think they know anything about football, these guys, you know. Like, they don't know who Marmoush is, bro. I guarantee you they don't. They probably don't even know who Jokeres is. They're like alienated away from football, bro. So for me, is what it is, man. That's why when it comes to this transfer stuff, I don't get involved too much in the transfer stuff, because I don't have no expectation with these owners. Content that I will be doing, though, next is going to be the watch along for the Nottingham Forest game. So make sure you're on the lookout for that one. It's on Saturday at 3 p.m. So yeah, man, make sure you're keeping an eye out for that one. I am going to be scheduling a stream for that within the next 24 hours or so. So keep a lookout for that one. But yeah, people, man, those are my thoughts. I thought I'll do a quick stream. I didn't want to spend too long talking about this stuff. To be honest, it winds me up even thinking about Arsenal in the transfer market. So I'd rather not spend my energy and my time stressing over something that I know I can sit here from today till next week talking about. We need to get more Marmoush, Jokeres, Eze, Kudos. Bro, at the end of the day, we're going to end up with Arda Guler on loan with no option to buy, and probably Mudryk or some shit in the summer. That's just the reality of the situation. So, that being said, big up yourself, people. Blessings to all of you. Blessings to your family, your friends, or your loved ones. Stay safe as always. Big up Yak, Scoobs. Big up Yaya. Big up Senga. And yeah, big up to everyone, man. Big up to every single one of you. Take care of yourselves and keep a lookout for my Nottingham Forest vs Arsenal live stream watch along. That will be on Saturday I think it kicks off at 3, so I'll be starting my stream at 2:30. Big up, people, man.